Hey guys, what's up? Majestic Gaming here, and today I want to talk about the games and hardware that I'm most looking forward to seeing at E3 this year. We're only a little over a month away from this massive gaming event where we finally get looks at some of the coolest games releasing. So I'm going to do this by conference and just kind of talk about some games that I'm dying to see from, and just what I really want to see from them at the different conferences. So first, let's start with Sony and PlayStation's conference. So last year I watched Sony's conference for the first time ever just because of a rumor that a new Spider-Man game was going to be revealed. I was pretty much blown away by every single one of their games shown, and overall they had an amazing show. I definitely want to see more from Spider-Man PS4 first. I can't explain how excited I was after seeing that trailer last year. My heart was beating really fast. I just couldn't believe that we had finally gotten a new amazing looking Spider-Man game, and I immediately started thinking of ways where I could buy a PS4. We've gotten pretty much no information and basically no footage besides two really small clips since then, one of which was shown at PlayStation Experience and one was on a commercial, and both of them look really cool, and I'm really starting to love how the suit looks. But I'm fully expecting another trailer along with an official title at E3. We might get an expected release date, and I do think there's a good chance it may be coming out in 2018. However, there was, I think, some person that I know GameSpot reported on saying on like a Marvel livestream a month or two ago, where he said it was coming out in 2017, but everyone should take that with a grain of salt because there's a good chance that's probably not going to happen, and that he was just kind of saying that. But that may end up being true, and it will release this year. But anyways, I'll definitely be talking about that whenever it comes out, and hopefully the game will justify my purchase of a PS4. Another game that I can't wait to see more of is The Last of Us Part 2. I played Last of Us right when I first got my PS4, and it's still one of my favorite games I've ever played. I honestly don't want to see too much besides a new trailer showing off maybe some cinematics and a story, and maybe some gameplay to show new additions they have made. I'm expecting to see something, and I can't wait for this game to come out. I loved the first Last of Us, and it was really good. And I know a lot of people kind of get annoyed with it, with how on rails it is, but if you have a PS4, I'm sure you've already played it, but if you haven't, just try it out, and it's great, and it's one of my favorite games I've played in the last couple years. I'm also curious in seeing more from the really weird looking Death Stranding, which we haven't seen much of, but it looks pretty cool. We got to look at it back at last E3, and we got to look at it at the Game Awards, both of which I couldn't really tell what was going on. I'm still really confused, but apparently they're still not that far in development, so we probably won't get too much, but I'm really interested to see what the gameplay for that will be like, and I can't wait to see more. Detroit Become Human is another game that they showed at PS4's conference last year, and that really caught my attention with kind of the telltale aspects of kind of being able to choose where you want the story to go. So I really want to see some gameplay from that game. And finally, I guess I want to see some more from Destiny 2. We'll get the gameplay reveal before that. Actually, in a couple weeks they'll have a gameplay reveal live stream, but I'm sure they will still be hiding a lot, and I want to see what I'll think about after the first game had some cool gameplay, but overall it lacked a lot of meaningful content, because Destiny is a game I'm really mixed on. There's some parts of it I really like, and some parts of it I absolutely hate, so I really want to see if the new game will be able to like pull me over and convince me to buy it. So Sony's conference should be awesome and full of great reveals, and I can't wait. At Microsoft's conference, I'm expecting to see some cool things, but I know a big focus will be on Project Scorpio. While I am looking forward to seeing how it performs, it does come across as a nicer, way more expensive Xbox One, even though we don't really know what the price will be yet, but hopefully what they show will convince me that it's worth a buy when it ends up releasing. Now game-wise, Microsoft will definitely have to show off some new games because there's not much that I personally know of what they will be showing. I'm expecting something from Halo 6 or from the Halo franchise in general, maybe if it's just a teaser trailer. However, they could just not mention Halo at all or discuss a lot like gameplay, campaign, and a release date. So I'm really excited to hear about Halo 6. Halo has kind of been on not the greatest track lately in the last couple years, but Halo Wars 2 is a step in the right direction for story, cinematics, art style, visuals, all that, and I think Halo 6 can definitely learn a lot from Halo 5, and 343 is definitely making progress. And a good step of that was we know that they're now having co-op split screen back in it, so I can't wait for that, and I think that was a great move on their part. So hopefully we'll get something with Halo 6. And I do think, however, that we will get at least an official title if we don't get something before May. So a game that most people have probably forgotten about is Crackdown 3. This game had a brief cinematic trailer 3 years ago, and then at Gamescom we saw some really impressive looking gameplay that showed off the complete destructibility of the open world. The original Crackdown was one of the first games I've ever played, and it's confirmed that Crackdown 3 will finally have more info released and probably a pretty big presence at E3 this year. Another game I played right when it first released was State of Decay. I thought it was fun and had some cool ideas, but overall I didn't love it. I really want to see some more gameplay of State of Decay 2 because I think it's a pretty cool concept, but I love that it will feature co-op and I'm really excited to see more from it. And I think it's pretty much confirmed that it will be at E3 this year, so that's cool. And so that's about it for things that I think will be at Microsoft. I think they will have a pretty good conference, and hopefully there will be some surprises that we don't really know about. For the other 3 conferences, there's not too much I really want to talk about or that I'm really looking forward to, and I know there are other like conferences and companies revealing stuff, but I'm just kind of going over the main ones. But I honestly have no idea what Bethesda will reveal, and I'm really looking forward to like their stuff. I know there's not a good chance of seeing a new like Sky or Elder Scrolls, but if they did, that'd be a great surprise, but I know the chances of that are really slim, but that'd still be great. I know they're planning on showing off some VR soon, like VR Doom, VR Fallout, those kind of thing. Quake, I think, is another game they're making. But I can't wait to see those will be cool. Anyways, their conferences are always nice, and even if I'm not too interested in the games, their demos of them are always really cool. And at the Assassin's Creed wise, I think that will make an appearance at the Ubisoft conference. I'm expecting the usual cinematic trailer, and hopefully we'll get at least a gameplay demo. Assassin's Creed as a whole, besides Assassin's Creed 2 and Black Flag, is a pretty average franchise, just like most of Ubisoft's in my opinion. They are definitely going to have to like really impress me with the gameplay of the trailer for me to be on board with Assassin's Creed again. And if the rumors are true about an ancient Egypt Assassin's Creed called Assassin's Creed Empire, then I may be really interested in the franchise again. Maybe we'll also see some Tom Clancy related game, like some more Rainbow DLC or just something like that will look cool. The last one I haven't really talked about is EA, who last year focused much of their attention on their EA Play event, which they were kind of doing it broadcasting between different countries, and that was cool, but it made for kind of one of the most boring, uneventful conferences I've ever seen. And I might not even watch it this year, but the only thing I'm possibly looking forward to is a new Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailer, because the cinematic trailer they showed off looked cool, but I still can't really give a lot of opinions until we see actual gameplay, so I am looking forward to that. Another popular rumor for E3 this year is that the next Batman Arkham game will be announced, so if that's true, then I can't wait to see a reveal trailer. So that's all my thoughts on E3 this year as a whole, and what I want to see. Also keep in mind that when the conferences aren't going on, there are still tons of different companies and channels doing exclusive interviews and showing off gameplay, so try and find info for the coolest games that are announced during E3. So like I said, E3 is one of my favorite times of year just because of the non-stop flow of information we're getting about games, and it's a ton of fun to watch from home. Also, I might be doing a live watch of E3 thing, and we'll definitely be doing videos on the coolest reveals and what I like. So stay tuned to the channel for that, and tell me in the comments below what games you're looking forward to, and thanks for watching Majestic Gaming.